I can almost guarantee you that when you sat down in one of Matt's offices, no matter who it is that you have sitting across the table from you, it's gonna feel different. It's gonna feel better, and I think that you're probably gonna come to the same decision I did, which is Matt Smith Real Estate Group is the right ones for the job. Hi, I'm Shane Lewis, past and actually continuing client of Matt Smith Real Estate Group, and just here to talk a little bit about my experience. So we were using Matt Smith Real Estate Group for the selling portion of these transactions, and I think my biggest concerns were, just like anyone else, is my home gonna sell? What's that process gonna look like? The communication during the process was a concern going into it, and all of which were very, very quickly snuffed out. The whole thing went great, and there were issues that I didn't even know to be concerned for that I was very quickly reassured by the agents that I worked with and by everyone behind the scenes that worked on my transactions, that hey, even if you didn't know this was gonna be a thing, you didn't know this was going on, we've got you covered. Here's how we're doing it. Here's the timelines that we're looking at, and staying in contact the entire time that anything was occurring. I think probably just like anybody that's selling, the biggest concern is my home gonna sell? What obstacles are we gonna run into during that sale? Are we gonna ultimately get the money that we're looking for, that we need to get out of this home? All of that was very quickly taken care of, and we found that we're dealing with some of the best that know how to get top dollar for what we're looking for and navigate any obstacles that may arise during the process. So I had kind of a unique experience, with my biggest concern being timeline, that we're gonna get a sale and the money that we're gonna get for those sales. I had 3 properties that were that were listed for sale at the same time. They went under contract in different time frames. All of them were using different agents. So I kind of had 3 unique experiences. And that's one of the coolest things about what I was able to do and what Matt Smith was able to help me with here. The first house went under contract in a matter of about 40 minutes, insanely fast. The second one was a little bit more of what you would expect. It sat on the market for, I think, somewhere around 15, 20 days, 30 days maybe at the most. And the third one, which we're still in the process of closing, I think it's sat on the market for somewhere around 65 to 70 days. I had all 3 of those experiences all in kind of in one. And in every scenario, the communication was top notch. It didn't matter if my house went under contract in 40 minutes. I still had exactly the communication that I would have hoped that I would have had in that time frame. I was still kept well aware of anything that was going on. Just because it was a short time frame, that didn't cheapen the quality of service that I had in that transaction. Same goes for the other 2 that were more drawn out, and specifically, the one that took the longest to sell. There's a lot of agents that would very quickly become discouraged by a house sitting on a market for a long time, and would start to approach their customer and say things like, hey, we should probably think about dropping this price a little bit. We should probably think about maybe doing some updates if you want to keep that where it's at. I didn't get any of that. I got market updates. I got, here's what we're doing to do everything that we can for you. Here's some things to consider, but ultimately there was never any pressure, one way or another, to do anything during that transaction. So my fears that I came into this set of transactions with initially were extremely quickly snuffed out and only continued to be held down by the quality of service that I got through the entire process. Well, that's kind of ongoing. Hopefully this is not the end. Hopefully there's many, many more deals to come. But the end result of this particular scenario was that we sold 3 homes. Knock on wood, we've still got 1 left to do, but it's been a great process. I would very highly recommend Matt Smith Real Estate Group. Obviously I'm sitting here, so I have nothing but good things to say about the entire process, but also what goes deeper than that, and it's the people on the team. You will not find a better group of people, hands down. You will not find a better service, hands down, whenever you're seeking real estate. So what I would tell someone that's looking to either buy or sell property today is that you have a lot of options out there. I would obviously recommend Matt Smith Real Estate Group above and beyond anyone else. And I've had dealings with other agents and other firms in various parts of the state of Missouri. I would recommend this one above and beyond any and everyone else. To follow that up, I would tell them, do your research. Go have conversations with people. Don't make a blind decision. Meet with some realtors, see what they have to offer, and I can almost guarantee you that when you sat down in one of Matt's offices, no matter who it is that you have sitting across the table from you, it's gonna feel different. It's gonna feel better, and I think that you're probably gonna come to the same decision I did, which is Matt Smith Real Estate Group is the right ones for the job.